Hello everyone, good morning Europe, good afternoon Asia and Australia, and good evening to the Americas. Happy Monday to all of you. I can't believe that it's already the new week and that the whole week I will spend in here. So basically I know what I'll do for the next 7 days, more or less, which is usually never the case in my life. It's quite odd, but it's an experience, as we know, and you can probably notice some changes already. So it's the new week, and we've decided to improve a bit. First of all, we have new flowers. Many thanks to Kong Sinfonietta for that. As you probably saw, the flowers were gradually going like that. So now we've got new flowers, we've got new lighting. Some people were complaining about my face being too shadowy, too dark. I hope this is better now. And actually, you know, I spoke to a friend yesterday, and he told me about Marlene Dietrich, who is a very famous actress in Germany, and she was asked once, like, when do you know that the lights are right, that they point towards your face and that people can see you? And she answered, I know the lights are right when it's burning in my eyes. And I would say I feel that burn at the moment, so probably you can see my face better now. And the last great thing about Happy Monday is we're not 2 digits anymore. Now it's just 1 digit. 9 days left. Actually, the first 5 have been easier than I thought, in a way. They've been odd, however, but still, I'm happy I survived them. And now there's 9 to go. So, as you all probably know, it's Beethoven's anniversary this year. 250 years. There were many concerts, many projects planned for the year, which then unfortunately couldn't happen. But still, many of them did happen. For instance, there was one radio broadcast, and this was a first for me. This was I've never done that before. There was a radio broadcast, Mein Beethoven, which means my Beethoven in German, for SWR 2. This is a radio station from the south of Germany, and so this is basically 1 hour of radio broadcast, which I could curate, and I could choose the music. I could like write the texts. I could record the text. So I was on the microphone as well, which is a very nice experience. It was very nice to basically have 1 hour, and they allowed me to do with that hour whatever I wanted. So it became very personal. I told my story with Beethoven, how I started, like the first pieces I've heard and the discussions I've had with my grandfather on Beethoven, and this was very nice. And then of course for me there was the first classical drive-in piano recital that I've played, and I've also played 2 Beethoven sonatas in that concert. Last week I was very happy to perform at Beethoven-Haus Bonn, which is Beethoven's birthplace, and they've built a beautiful concert hall there. I think I mentioned it already in the first or second episode. And another thing which is happening today is one more radio broadcast. I wrote a letter to Beethoven, and let me just very briefly switch to German, and then I'll switch back to English, because this will also be on German radio. So, also herzlich willkommen an die deutschen Zuschauer und Zuhörer. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass Sie dabei sind. Eine kurze Ansage. Heute Abend auf Deutschlandfunk Kultur um 20:10 Uhr in der Sendung Musikjournal werde ich einen Brief, den ich an Beethoven geschrieben habe, vorlesen. Das heißt, ich habe den geschrieben und ja, heute Abend wird er gesendet. Es ist ein sehr persönlicher Brief, in dem ich Beethoven auch einige Fragen stelle. Und ja, wenn Sie Zeit haben, schalten Sie doch gerne ein. So basically what I was saying was that in this letter that I wrote to Beethoven, which is quite odd, I must say, like quite awkward to actually have the chance to write a letter to Beethoven. So when they asked me to do it, I didn't really know, because I had never thought about it, what I would say or what I would write if I had the possibility to speak with Beethoven or to send him a letter. So I did, and I asked him several questions. I also have a birthday present for him for 17th of December, which I invited him for. So, but I've also asked him some questions about his Tempest Sonata, which I've been playing since I'm a teenager. It was one of the first Beethoven sonatas that I've played, and I've played the third movement for you in the first episode, and there's a story that Beethoven didn't give the name. Like he didn't choose to call this sonata Tempest. It was Anton Schindler, who was actually his student and the one who wrote his biography, who apparently, people don't really know if the story is true or not. So apparently he asked him how to play these two sonatas, talking about the D minor, which we know as the Tempest Sonata, and the F minor, which we know as the Appassionata. So Beethoven must have replied, "Oh, just read the Tempest, read Shakespeare's Tempest, and that's it." But he could have just been annoyed by that question and just have given him an answer that was not even true. This story I didn't know when I was a teenager, so I read Shakespeare, and I read Shakespeare's Tempest Sonata, not the Sonata obviously, the Tempest, and I was deeply touched by it, and also deeply inspired to play the Tempest Sonata. And this is why I think that today, with the radio broadcast and the Tempest, actually it was quite stormy last night, it would be quite suitable to play the first movement of the Tempest Sonata for you. And I hope that you like it. And even though we don't know what Beethoven's inspiration was, if it's for real the Tempest by Shakespeare or not, I think maybe just try to drift away and try to let your imagination go where it goes. Just be natural, like we said yesterday about the water. Just see if you can hear that tempest, and if you can see how the sun goes up or goes down. I think there are many of these very natural, very real, very beautiful moments in this first movement, and enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great week and see you tomorrow. Same place for me and same time for you and me. Thank you.